you can't buy this thing I'm trying to create, this story. You can't buy it. It's not some tangible thing that has a price tag that you can just pay and voila, your book is done. You know, as I've gotten more into this is sort of rhythm of like the working life, get back into the day job realm. I'm obviously driving a lot more, and the area where I work, there's a lot of nice cars. It seems like everyone's got that new Corvette there that looks like that's basically trying to be like a Lamborghini or something. Like it's got this very like European look to it. I see them all the time now. These fancy cars there, the Porsches. I see the convertibles, all these nice, beautiful cars every single day I drive into work, and man, like I really wish this book could be bought. I really wish that this idea in my head that I want written just the way I want, precisely, could be bought. That I could pay a ghostwriter, just a flat sum, and they could write this exact book that I want, this precise thing that I want to see on the page. Because, to be honest, and to be completely frank here, I mean, if you can, buying something is the easy part. Like having something with a dollar value to it is far easier. It's far easier to throw cash at a problem than it is to put in the effort to sort of solve it and fix it yourself. That's why money's used. It's the convenience. It's sort of the cover the convenience side of it. And yeah, it's somewhat unfortunate, I guess, in the sense that nothing I want can be bought. Like there's nothing that I do or want deep down that can actually be bought, that I could just pay a flat fee for. Between this and trying to get better at chess, it's like you can't, you can't buy that sort of thing. You can't buy a New York Times bestselling book with your name on it. You can't buy it. All right, you've got to write it yourself. You can't buy, the title of Grand Master in chess. You got to earn it. You got to play a lot, and you got to earn it. Not that that's ever going to be, I don't think a feasible thing for me, but just if you're a hobbyist in anything, you're never going to get to that level. That's a whole separate story about how you need to focus really on just one area to master in life. And for me, that's writing. But yeah, man, you can't buy it. You can't buy, the Nobel Prize for Literature. You can't buy a Pulitzer Prize. You've got to earn them. You've got to do the work, and you've got to earn it. And man, there are days, man, I really wish I could do it. Yeah. What we see on the screen right now is just me going through again, another set of revisions on the first chapter, or the first couple chapters. I'm going to be calling it, I think, today, as far as being done with the newer section with my rewrites here. At this point, I'm going to leave them as it is, and then I'll go back to it again here in a few weeks and continue to make revisions, continue to revise and improve until we get to January, at least in my hands forced. But yeah, I mean, it's a whole lot easier. It'd be a whole lot easier to work some overtime and save a little bit of money from that overtime and just pay to have this book written than it is to anguish, But that's what makes it worth it. The things that you can buy, they don't last. They don't always last. A car fades, it rusts, gets worn down, it breaks down. It doesn't, it doesn't really matter to anyone else, right? If you got a car, I mean, the person that's looking at the vehicle is going to say, oh, that's a nice car. They're going to think you're an asshole, right? Either which way, they're not thinking about you, 1 second after you're gone from their vision. You know what I mean? Like, you don't think about their vehicle after it's gone, right? It's the same thing. It doesn't last. A book lasts, right? The book you write will last. That feeling of having something done, something published that you thought of, that you put all this time and effort into, this thing you constructed in your mind, you made that real. That's a very powerful thing, and that thing will last. You know, and that's what I'm chasing. That's why you can't buy it. It has to last. It has to be something that you can last, and you can always transfer the skill. You know, if I bought, let's say I could buy the book. Let's say I could buy this book, and let's say I could pay a flat fee. It would be published, and it would become a New York Times bestseller, right? Okay. Where's the next one? Where's the next book coming? All right, you can't buy it. You can't buy the next one either. You know, when you earn it, you have the skill. When you earn it, that's what you are. The book is just the representation of your skill. But you yourself have the ability no matter what. So you can do it. You can write, a great author can write, 3, 4 great, amazing books, or they have the capacity to, at least. The hack, the person, maybe the person that does hire a ghostwriter, the hack that plagiarizes, whatever. Yeah, they can't do it. Like they do it maybe once, maybe they get lucky, maybe it's an okay book, and all of a sudden, you do it again. Do it again. It doesn't happen. You got to earn it, man. This thing you cannot buy. As much as I would love to do it, it's the fact that you can't buy it is what makes it worth going after. Yeah, so that's going to be it for today.